Hello everyone. So this is Shmail from Team PGSC, and today we'll be going over post-Banlist Infernobles. Obviously, this new ban list, it did hit us quite a bit with the Jet Synchrons and the O-Lion hit. I guess you could say Call by the Grave is also quite a strong hit. So what I've done is I've tried to come up with a temporary deck list which kind of goes over everything, everything that we might need going forward. So this is my new list. What I've done is I've added a few cards and I've taken away a few cards, obviously. So I'll mention the new cards that I've added and what I think they can do. So Armageddon Knight, he's a warrior, so quite easy to search and stuff. He will send our Plague Spreader Zombie, which is also another new card that I've added. And that's just Needle Fiber right there, or Halki Fibrax right there. It's kind of, it is really good because you can send this and then you can carry on, like, if you have like Fire Flint, you can carry on playing. If you have any way to summon another warrior, like if you could summon Red Lear first and then Armageddon Knight and play from there, that's also a play. So that's one of the reasons I'm playing Armageddon Knight now. He works quite well with some other cards as well. So Despot 01 is our new Jet Synchron. He summons himself out quite easily in this deck with Auroradon as well as the Coltwing, this guy right here. So yeah, again, level 1 tuner, summons himself out a couple of times. You can make a lot of different cards with it, so it's pretty good. Fireflame is the same. Gearfried, Renault, Astolfo, Ogier, Oliver. Coltwing has replaced O-Lion, so what this can do is if it's special summoned, you can special summon 2 Mecha Phantom Beast tokens, and it gains the levels of all Mecha Phantom Beast tokens on the field. But you have to be controlling a Mecha Phantom Beast monster for him to resolve his effect. So you'd have to tribute 2 cards, not the Auroradon probably, and then you summon him, summon back 2 tokens, and then because you summon 2 tokens, you can summon 01 from your grave. That's basically the play behind it. Connected Dolphin, Plague Spreader is a new guy, like I said, so he can be useful. Obviously, there are certain situations you can summon him back from the banished pile as well, which is quite nice. Gemba, obviously, we still have to have him, summoning him off his old. 3 Red Layer, because I feel like just more consistency. You need to see your warriors, because you're playing so many non-warriors. Like you got your Plague Spreader, Coltwing, 01, and because you're playing Armageddon Knight, it's better to open this with Armageddon Knight rather than any of the other ones. Because I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 normal summons, technically 6 if you count Dolphin. So I've increased the number of cards in my deck overall anyway. For the equips, we have 3 Durandal, obviously, 3 DDR. One of the reasons for this is our extra deck monster, which I'll get to in a second. Phoenix Blade, this is broken with DDR. We have the Droplets. Again, this is still temporary, so I'm not sure. It's just a placeholder. Maybe I'll put in Dark Ruler instead, but I feel like Flippin' Droplet is good going first or second. Whereas Dark Ruler is only really good going second. Yeah, I'll have to see what I do with this. Heresy Chalice obviously searches every card in your deck almost. Living Fossil is really good. It's a monster reborn, isn't it? Magic Midbreaker Field. Again, people still playing Imperm and Gamma and Veiler. You name it, they play it. Ogre. So this helps you play through it because obviously Call by the Grave is kind of gone, so this kind of helps you play through it. Reborn, good extender. Rota, such as all your starters. Smoke Grenade. This didn't get hit, so we're really happy about that. Triple Tactics, again, we don't have the call by, so this can, I wouldn't never say it's a replacement for call by, because call by lets you carry on with your plays. This is more of a, so you can use the look at the opponent hands effect if you have another extender, so that's why it's good in this deck, because you can have loads of extenders. Drawing 2 cards is okay, I guess, if your opponent ashes you, but again, if you don't draw an extender, then it's kind of sad. And taking control of one of your opponent's monsters, this only really applies to Dragoon if they have that. But yeah, no, I wouldn't say it's a replacement for Call by the Grave. So definitely not worth getting this if you don't have Call by the Grave, unless your deck has, ways of playing past interruption rather than through it. Playing through it is a bit, yeah. I mean, it depends on your deck, like I said. So for example, if my Isolde gets ashed, I'd rather have the Call by the Grave because I want the effect to go through. Having this will mean, yeah, okay, I can maybe draw 2 cards and maybe draw an extender. Whereas if I already have an extender, I can look at my opponent's hand and get rid of that. So yeah, it's not a replacement for Call by the Grave, but it depends on your deck, I would say. In the side deck, we have the combo hate, Dark Ruler, Ash, and Imperm, and Pank. And then for the back row hate, we have the Red Reboot, the Evenly, the Lightning Storm, and because of the new ban list, Harpy Feather. Oh my god, I've been waiting for this card for like ages. I mean, we had Lightning Storm, but not Feather Duster, so I was thinking, why not? Because against back row decks, you have to open these, don't you? If you don't open Lightning Storm, then yeah, you're kind of screwed. If you don't open Harpy Feather, you're kind of screwed. So thinking about turns 2 and 3, they normally have enough cards to, not be too bothered about Harpy's Feather Duster anyway, or Lightning Storm after the first turn. So they're really like, it's a really good thing they brought this back. I'm really happy about this. But that just begs the question, when we get in Heavy Storm pack. I'm only kidding. Right. Okay, so the extra deck looks a bit different now. So we have 1 Savage, we have 2 Heralds. You'll see why in a second. We have the Lawnsland because, again, you need to get you to your Gearfried. It's very important. Roland, obviously, Charles, Marcher, Power Tool. This is the new one, so this allows us to look at to reveal 3 equip spells from our deck, and then one of them is randomly added. They can be the same name, right? So what you can do is you can reveal 3 DDR and add that to hand. Or if you already have that, you can reveal 3 Durandal, add that to your hand. So yeah, either way, you're getting the card that you want. Omega, which is really good. Then the access code for winning games. Hulk, 2 years old, Linkross, and Aurodon. That's basically my new deck. Again, like I said, I might change it a bit later on, but we'll see in a few replays, which I might be posting next week. I have started to work again, so the uploads won't be as often as they used to be, but I'll try and get them out to you guys as soon as I can. Firstly, we have, if we just had the connector, what would happen? 1 card combo, let's see. So we do our normal plays, we summon our Dolphin, use his effect, go into his old, add Gearfried, send 2 to summon our Gemba, so everything is normal so far. I mean, we didn't add the red layer, that's because I'm not playing Tatsunoko anymore. So we summon our other 2 tokens, summon Marcher, summon back the Gemba. Then I'll go into our Herald, and that's because we would have seen, I'm hoping, if they had a hand trap of some sort or not to stop our Needle Fiber, so that's why we make the Herald here. So we've potentially, taken 1 card out of their hand already. Then we're going to Hulk, summon out the desk spot. So loads of people were doing this combo earlier. That was a misclick on the Hulk. But then Jet Synchron was just better. Then we summon back the desk bot. Now the desk bot plus the 2 tokens, that's a level 7 to summon Power Tool. Power Tool reveals 3 DDRs, and we add 1 of them to our hand. Then we'll use Aurodon to pop the 2, the token and the Tool Dragon, Power Tool Dragon to summon our Coltwing. Coltwing will activate summoning 2 tokens, and this is where our Despot gets summoned back once again. It's not a once per turn. Then we make our second Herald. We banish 2 warriors. Now it's important that we banish Gemba. It's very important because we're going to summon it back with... Yeah, now it should be summoned in attack position, but just for the sake of the replay, I'm just going to do this. And the 2 and the 3 make a 5. Roland activates. 5 and a 4 make a 9. Maybe back Charles again. We add back the Phoenix Blade. We equip it, and then in the end phase we resolve Roland, resolve Charles, and we've taken a card out of the hand. So what we've done here is we now have 2 Heralds. So what people like to do is they like to summon a monster, go into battle phase, and just attack over one of them. But now what we have is we have 2. So again, the Macrocosmos effect will be really good, given all the decks that are currently here, especially with PK Fire being a lot more stronger than it used to be. They try and send something from deck to grave, and you got 2 Heralds, so they'll have to bait out both of them somehow. And you have Charles to pop a card that they try and get rid of. And you've already basically taken out 2 cards from the hand anyway, one with Dolphin, one with Charles. So I think this is a lot stronger now, given the new ban list. Right. Next we have Neospace Connector plus Durandal, or a way to get to Renaud, I guess. So we do the same thing. I'm going to fast forward through this. Again, we're adding Gearfried. The reason I'm adding Gearfried and not red layer is because of the next turn. In case they hand trap me at some point and I don't get to resolve Roland, it's good to have it for next turn. Going to our normal plays. Herald again, so everything is the same so far. That Despot should have been summoned in defense. Then summons back. We summon our Power Tool Dragon again. Add DDR. There is one thing I do wrong in this. I'm supposed to summon out Renaud when I have Roland on field, but I just forgot about that. So we banish 2. At Phoenix Blade again, we've banished the Gemba. Then we use the same thing, rolled on to summon out Cult Wing, summon out the Despot 1. Well, actually, well, that was one of the mistakes I made. This time you don't summon out the Despot, because we don't want to go into double Herald this time. What we'll do is we'll use DDR instead to summon back the Gemba. 2 and 3 goes into 5, using its effect. Now I should have activated Durandal here and then summoned out Renaud and added back the DDR, but I forgot. So yeah, and it's important here that you banish the Roland. So now we have Savage instead of Herald. And yeah, I should have done this earlier when I had the Roland on field. So I summon out Renaud, add back the DDR. DDR activates again to summon out the Roland back this time, and this time we can go into Charles with Roland and Cult Wing. So instead of having Herald, Herald and Charles, we have Herald, Savage, and Charles, and a Renaud as well. So I guess if you had another extend, if you had like a monster reborn of some sort, maybe that could have helped. But yeah, I mean, you could monster reborn the power tool, search again because it's not once per turn, and then you can make Omega and rip another card out of the hand. So that's it. Then in the end phase, you do the same thing over and over again, but this time you end on Savage as well. So that's another replay, and that's if you open an extender. Now, if you open the red layer, you can have a different play, where you'll still end up on the same board, but you won't have an extra Renaud. So here, this is kind of like trying to play, through hand traps. So we try and make the Savage first with the token, the Gemba, and the red layer that we add. And this way, it's I guess they'll have to activate a hand trap, or if they have Nibiru, they'll have to activate that now. Otherwise, we can just protect the rest of our combo. And if we have a tuner extend and the Nibiru is here on Savage effect, we can just extend with the tuner. Yeah, then we just go into the normal play again. So we have Despot, we have Aurodon, we make Power Tool again. This time again, we banish Gemba and the Dolphin. So technically, if you have multiple extenders, obviously I'm just showing you 1 or 2 card combos. If you have multiple extenders, you can actually summon back the Dolphin and try and rip another card out of the hand if you know what the hand is. Cult Wing summons out 2 again. We make our Herald. Summon back Gemba. 2 and 3 makes 5. And then we just synchro with that into Charles. Add back the Phoenix Blade. You don't have to, obviously, but it's nice. In the end phase, we add Renaud. We have Oliver, and then we rip a card out of the hand. So again, you've kind of ended on the same board. Now I will say that this combo is more susceptible to hand traps, but the DDR is a very good extender if you do open it, because as soon as you get Phoenix Blade engraved, you can banish whatever you want to summon again, and because you can summon in an attack position, you can summon back your Isolde. So it's DDR is the new way to go. But again, like I said, it's still in progress, I guess. There's a load of things that I could change, but this is kind of it so far. This is still my list. So again, if you have any comments on this, you can always tell me. If you see any better plays, yeah, just let me know. But I'm looking forward to the next format. We haven't really got that big of a hit, I don't think. But I guess we'll see how everything carries on. All right, take care, guys, and peace.